Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and a huge thank you to each and every single one of you that continuously supports my channel. Let's jump right into the accessory haul. All of my items today are from Temu. I started off with the ring sizer. It's something that I've always wanted to just have available, especially when ordering jewelry. Sometimes I'm not 100% certain what the size of my finger is, and so this is a really pretty good guide as to the size of the ring and how it's going to feel on your finger. It works like a zip tie, so you just put it in like this and you tighten it, and I try to tighten it as far as I can before putting my finger through. Let's say I want to do my middle finger, and then I just pull it. So my middle finger is a true size 8. And that's on my left hand. On my right hand, my middle finger is actually a size 9. And so some of my jewelry that I got is the size 9 so that I can wear my rings on both fingers. I would recommend this. I mean, they do have the other ones that you would get traditionally if you went into a jewelry store. The metal ones that you put your finger through and they have the numbers and what on it. But if you just want something to sit in your jewelry box, it doesn't take up a lot of space, this is a great addition to have. Speaking about rings, guys, the first ring set we're getting into is this trio, or I should say trio. I'm not a fan. I really am. I don't like parts of this set. So let me put it on and show you. First off, I find it's way too many rings for my finger. It feels very uncomfortable here. There's just too much happening. And the outer rings have bumps on them, which I can feel brushing against the inner part of my finger. I think if my fingers were longer, or maybe my nails were longer, it obviously would give it a much more feminine and sleek look. But right now I feel like it makes everything look super short and stumpy. The disappointment for me would be these rings. There's the bumps. I have no idea why anybody thought this was a good idea. It feels so uncomfortable in my fingers. I just absolutely just can't stand the way it feels. Even by themselves, like it's too much happening. So these I will never wear, and they also feel like plastic and they look cheap. They really look like something you would get from a gumball machine when you're like 6, 7 years old and think it's real jewelry. So I'm not a fan of this at all. However, I absolutely love the ring itself, the third piece or the middle piece with the stone on it. I think it's so beautiful, guys. I like the shape of the stone. I've never seen a ring shape like this before, and I think it's beautiful. The way that the clusters are around, I shouldn't say clusters, but the smaller stones are around the bigger stones. Like, this was really well thought out. You can tell that most of the effort with this set of 3 went to this ring, and I'm really happy it did, because that's a ring I can truly see myself wearing often. And again, it does fit on both of my fingers. This one is a little bit on the big side, but chances are I will wear it on this hand more. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend this. If you don't mind, you know, getting these rings, I mean, it's up to you if you want to wear it as a thumb ring or something, or even wear it, you know, as a set. It's fine. I just personally am not fond of these two, so I will probably be throwing these in the garbage, but definitely keeping these. So at the end of the day, it's still a win for me. I'm still really, really happy with it. Guys, if you hear that loud noise, that's the wind from outside, and I can't believe that it's so strong. So please forgive the background noise. Next, we have this ring, but I want to show you guys they're not the same. They're a completely different shape. This one is beautiful. I was so pleasantly surprised when I got it. And I don't normally like rings that are thicker around the sides, but it was really well made and well thought out. It feels good. I think it looks beautiful on. It's not too much. It is a bigger stone for myself. I don't normally wear stones this size or this big, or this shape, I should say. But the teardrop is cute. I think it's nice. And I'm willing to start wearing things that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. See how I feel once I have them on. I highly recommend this. Again, well made, beautiful stone, beautiful shine. And for a couple dollars, you can't go wrong. And the final ring is this Roman numeral ring. It has some stones in every couple of numbers, and it does look like a dupe for something. But this is not one of those videos. But if you know, you know. And if you're looking for one, this is a good one to get. It does have the numbers. I don't know. I'm trying to see if you can see it, but the numbers are not solid. It's actually cut right through. So you can see right through each individual part, which is neat. You see here? Look, you'll see my finger below it. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's cut out, and I have a bracelet that's exactly like this. So I thought this was perfect. I got this in a size 8. And of course, size 8 is my true size, and it fits great. I love it so much. This feels real quality. There's some serious weight to it. And I'm hoping that none of these rings turn my finger green. I haven't had that happen yet. I'm hoping that it's not going to happen ever. But I really do like it. And, you know, for the price, you can't go wrong. Even if you got a couple wears out of it, it served its purpose. I highly recommend this one, though, especially if you're looking for something that's not a huge statement, but a nice statement piece on its own. Kind of like understated, but still a statement. This is a nice little piece to have. I also got toe rings. The toe rings came in 2 sets of 2. So this is the first one, and it's just a simple band. And they have an opening on the back of it. That just makes it easy to get it on the toe in order for you to be able to squeeze it on so it can be secured. And that's what that looks like. But guys, how beautiful is this ring? I love this so much. And you know what's really nice? It's not bumpy, and it's not like sharp and harsh where it's going to hook on stuff or feel funny. I can wear this and still wear a pair of heels and know that my toe is not going to feel like there's anything squeezing in between it. And this is how they fit. I think it's really cute. And I absolutely love it and looking forward to wearing it. This is a definite must-have. They're lightweight, flexible enough that when you open and close it, it's not going to end up breaking like a lot of the toe rings do. But still firm enough that it's not going to lose its shape when you put it on your toes. And after wearing for a little bit, that does happen with some toe rings, but this one feels pretty good. And then this is the other 2 that I got. It's exactly like that second ring that I have, that I just showed you guys. Just pretty simple. Nothing too fancy with the balls. I love the balls in the bottom here because this makes it feel nice and soft underneath your toe. And so it makes wearing the toe rings a lot more comfortable. This is the anklet that I was able to get. Love the anklet. It really does feel real. Honestly, like I had a real one before, and I had it for many, many years, and I lost it. And when I lost it, I was so angry because I felt like I just threw money in the garbage. I have no idea where I lost it. I got home and it wasn't on my ankle. I don't even know when it fell off. And I told myself, I'm not going to go spend a bunch of money on something that I can lose that easily, even though I got a good couple of years out of that one. I figured I don't want to feel the burn or the sting of losing that much money. So this is almost exactly the links to what I had before. It feels the same weight. I think it's going to be super comfortable. And again, my only concern is because all of these are costume jewelry, I really don't want them going black or green or turning my skin a weird color. So I might put just 1 coat of clear nail polish, which is what I do with all of my costume jewelry. And that helps to preserve and protect the jewelry, and it prevents it from turning my finger or my skin green, or the jewelry itself changing or losing color. When I put it on my rings, I don't put the nail polish obviously over the stone because it will dim it, but I will focus on the inner part of it, and then just sort of like this area here. And that has worked for me for years. So I might just do that with the anklet as well. But I recommend it. It's a good size anklet, nice and thin, feels good. I think it's going to wear well. And if any of this jewelry changes or causes any damage or anything like that, I'll definitely do a follow-up video and let you guys know. Then we have this bracelet. This bracelet was just a disappointment. I mean, in my mind's eye, I saw something different. And when it came, it just looks cheap. You know, it's difficult to open. Even when you do open it, it just feels like it's going to fall apart. Like, look how loose this is. This is wild. You know, it just feels like it's going to pop right off and fall apart. You have to push down and pull. I'll show you guys from the inside. You have to like push it down, see, and then pull it in order for you to get it from in this little hinge. And that alone makes it feel like it's going to break. And then to add more work to it, they got this little snap here that doesn't actually stay snapped. It just pops open. So I can imagine this hooking on something and then ripping the bracelet off your wrist. Then when it came, it was missing a stone. So, you know, in all honesty, and I want to be very, very transparent when I do my reviews, because not everything's going to always be perfect. Nothing against the vendor, nothing against, you know, getting costume jewelry. But if something comes and it's not good, I'm not going to tell you guys that I think it's good. It's entirely at your discretion if you want to give it a go and you want to try it. But I am not pleased with the quality. I think it could have been better. But again, for a couple dollars, I mean, I really shouldn't be complaining. But would I wear this? Probably not, to be quite honest. It just feels, again, very similar to the rings, to these rings, the quality. It just feels like bubblegum machine, you know, fairground jewelry kind of thing. It's just not, it's not really what I envisioned it would be. But somebody might actually really like it. So I will still link it. You guys check it out. And if you want to get it, that's at your own discretion. And the last piece is this bracelet, which again does look very similar to a brand that is out there. If you know, you know. I like this one. I really do. I think it's very well made. It's nice and thick. It's not like wobbly and feel like it's gonna pop off. It goes on my wrist well. It fits well. It's super comfortable. Not too big, not too small. And I love it. I really do. I can see myself getting a lot of wear out of this actually. So, oh, I didn't close it properly. There we go. I like it. I highly recommend this one, especially if you're looking for something that's a little simple, but still has a bit of a pattern on it and not just a plain bangle. This is a good one. And I don't like the big round bangles that you have to squeeze your hand in. So I always look for something that does have a little bit of a clasp on it. I feel a little bit more secure. And to take it off, all you have to do is just pop it down and that's it. Very simple. Really like this one. Highly, highly recommend. Temu is filled with designer dupes, so even if you have the original pieces and you're going away on a vacation and don't want to worry about possibly losing or having the original pieces stolen, it's a great opportunity to buy dupes of the pieces that you have, and then you can wear that on vacation, and if it got lost or stolen, no sweat off your back. It costs you a couple of bucks and you've got your original pieces at home. Or if you just want to buy nice jewelry and not worry about breaking the bank, Temu is a great place to check out. I am really happy with the majority of my purchases, as you guys know, but that's just my personal preference. Somebody else might really like those pieces. My videos are really just a guide, in my opinion. Temu has a lot of different vendors, so if you don't find something with one vendor, chances are you'll find it with another. And also, not because one vendor might have sent you a complete dud or a total flop order means that you're going to see the same item with another vendor and it's going to be just as bad. Sometimes it really depends on the vendor that you choose. I take chances with inexpensive, cheaper items, and if I like that vendor, I add them to my list and I continue to follow them and support them. So far, I've had really good luck, and I'm hoping you do too.
I'll see you all in the very next video.